Hello, my name is Kiriath, and today we are going to discuss one of the greatest Christmas mysteries to befall the Earth. I don't know whether it's technically still Christmas or not. It's the 27th of December, so it's that weird point between Christmas and New Year when no one really knows what's going on. Do you go to work? Do you stay at home? Do you keep getting drunk? Is it acceptable to drink whiskey and coke at 11 a.m? You just don't know on these interesting days between the 25th and the 31st of December. But we do have, nonetheless, a mystery in front of us. See, I was going to make a video basically saying, in case you've missed it, just on the off chance, Vostroyans are back. They are made to order. You need to get in quick. These are limited runs. They don't go on forever. If you've had a Vostroyan army on the go and you needed more stuff and then they disappeared off the shop, this is the point at which to quickly go, oh shit, and buy a load with that Christmas money that you might have got. However, I immediately had a thing where, first of all, I'd totally forgotten that they were metal. I thought they were resin. I genuinely did. I don't collect Vostroyans, so I haven't had cause to buy any, funnily enough, but I really thought they'd been shifted to resin at some point. I forgot that they hadn't been. And so when I was looking at them, just being sensible, just wanted to have a look, because the Vostroyans, they're still great sculpts. I still really like them. I think they've aged really, really well. To be honest, they've aged better than the Cadians have by far. They look really good. I was just having a quick cheeky glance, just being a bit nosy. So, okay, metal made to order. They're not resin after all, are they? They're metal, of course. Now, a 10-man Vostroyan, 10-man, I keep saying mon because Vostroyan is a weird word, a 10-man Vostroyan trooper squad is £25. You can buy a Vostroyan platoon for £75, and I mean, the platoon has got 25 Vostroyan Firstborn in it. You've got some special weapon guardsmen, you've got medic, voxcaster, 2 heavy weapons teams, quite a bit of stuff in there, 2 infantry squads. Basically, not bad, to be honest, for made to order, for metal, for something that's out of production. And let's face it, this stuff was always a bit more expensive than the other like plastic guardsman stuff, obviously. And then I thought to myself, wait, hang on a second. So the 10-man squad is £25. How much were Sisters of Battle again? Because I feel like they were made more expensive than this. They are. A 10-man, well, technically woman, a 10-woman Sisters of Battle squad is £50, whereas a Vostroyan Troopers squad, also 10 people, is half that and also made to order. This is one of those points where, again, I don't know what the fuck is happening with Games Workshop's pricing at all. I just don't know what's going on with it. It's so weird. It's just what is the difference between the two? I mean, a Retributor squad, Jesus, a Retributor squad for the Sisters of Battle is £62.50. £62.50 for 10 models. Whereas the Vostroyan platoon is £75 for 25 models. I don't get it. Like, obviously, when it comes to Games Workshop pricing, it's not as simple as the number of models versus price or anything like that. It's about slots. It's about how many you need. It's why characters are way more expensive than infantry squads. Why you're paying like £20 for a Primarius Chaplain, but also paying like £25 for an Intercessor squad. It's kind of what you need versus the price. You need a lot of infantry. Infantry costs less. You only need 1 or 2 HQs. So HQs cost like way more, proportionally way more than they should. The markup is crazy on them compared to the other stuff. I get that, but there comes a point where you're looking at ancient models that are still in metal that are way old at this point and should have been replaced quite some time ago, especially in the case of Sisters of Battle, which they are being, which is grand. But the price difference between the two is just mad. Like, it's just insane. I do not understand it at all. And the reason I don't understand it is because of the absolute inconsistency that is involved with this as well. So a Cannon S is £8.20. £8.20. A Vostroyan officer with Power Fist is £15. A Vostroyan command squad is £20. That seems about standard, to be honest. A Seraphim squad, whilst not technically the same slot, is £65. It just... There's no... There's like... Even for Games Workshop, the lack of consistency going on here is bafflingly weird. Like, I just don't get it. Sororitas Command Squad, £32.50. The Vostroyan equivalent. The Vostroyan equivalent is £20. And it's 5 models in both. Some of the Vostroyan stuff is like way overcosted for what it is. Like way overpriced. Like £15 for a single metal model. And then some of the Sisters of Battle stuff is insanely overcosted for what it is, because it's £65 for 10 models as opposed to £25 for 10 models. I really... I can say without a doubt that if you have Vostroyans, if you need more Vostroyans, you need to get the Vostroyans whilst you can. I'm not saying don't do that. But at the same time, for the love of God, don't buy any Sisters stuff. Jesus Christ. If anything, I mean, I already knew it was massively overpriced, right? I made an entire video like a year and a half ago bitching about how insanely expensive Sisters are. But this is just like, this is kind of hammered home how expensive some of it is. But now other bits looking fairly reasonable. I mean, a Battle Sister with a multi-melter, £8. £8.70. That's not bad when you compare it with a Vostroyan with grenade launch, which is £15. But then you could just buy some Vostroyan Firstborn for £25. Because the equivalent, if you buy, like, I don't know, say if you buy a Repentia squad, that's going to be considerably more, in fact. That's going to be £35. Although then again, even that isn't that much of a big difference. £10. If you've got any idea, any clue, even the vaguest, even the smallest amount of clue as to what the fuck is going on there, why the prices are so infuriatingly inconsistent on this particular front. Like, it wouldn't even be that bad, right? Because I know that when you look at other armies, there are inconsistencies in price. Of course there are. There's inconsistencies in price across the whole fucking range of every single thing that Games Workshop does. They have their own internal metrics for this shit. I don't have access to it, which is why it's probably hugely confusing. But this in particular, this whole metal made to order, having a direct comparison of metal models to metal models, and some of them being half the price, some of them being 3 times the price, some of them being half the price but the other way round, because you think they'd be more expensive but they're not. They're actually cheaper than the made to order, even though the infantry squads are way more expensive than the made to order infantry squads. If you have any clue as to what the fuck is going on there, please let me know, because I am confused as hell and I do not understand, and I want to understand, but I don't. Also, Vostroyan squads, you can get them now, so if you've got a Vostroyan army, grab them quick. What? I don't understand. I don't get it. It was literally supposed to be, hey guys, check this out just in case. And instead it just turned into me going, that seems like weirdly cheap compared to other metal. Oh, what the fuck? That's literally how that happened. So, yeah. Any ideas? Leave them in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the shit if you want. Patreon, videos, subscribe, all that shit. Click it if you like. Don't click if you don't want to. And I will leave you hopefully as confused and baffled as I am. See you for the next one. Toodaloo.